Who knows? She may even face me someday.
What's that word you use?
Spoilers.
I do have a little confusion, but hopefully season 2 will hopefully justify my thoughts on this. And we sort of we're discussing a lot of anime, and that's basically one of the big things now. We're seeing a lot of anime out there. Mushoku Tenshin, which I'm touting as one of the best animes out there. If you haven't caught this anime yet, take a moment, catch it. It is really good. If you have a subscription to Hulu, new episodes are airing every Sunday morning Eastern, about 11 a.m. Eastern or 10:30 Eastern, around there. If you click it to your list, it'll come up on the top of your list on Sunday mornings on there. I know they're getting toward the end of this first half, and it has been very, very good. And there have been others that, I've been watching. Pacific Rim is another one that basically I've been enjoying. That one went a little quick on there. Now, I've been mentioning this one for a little bit as well. And I did grab the first 4 volumes of this manga. And basically, it looked interesting. Was it to what I expected? No, not really. I expected a lot more, what a lot of people were touting as Battle Royale. If you've never seen the movie Battle Royale, it sort of has the hint of that with a little bit of Saw and about maybe 2 other horror franchises thrown in there in the mix to make this series. And basically, what we have here is High-Rise Invasion, and it's a story about a schoolgirl who wakes up on top of a building. Now, the way, to my understanding, and that was the first thing I said when I said this, before I even read the manga, was, wait a minute, nobody down below knows what's going on? What this is that they're in another pocket world somewhere. We're not certain what it is, who's doing this. We know there is an artificial intelligence, sort of an AI system that is sort of running this world in some ways. But we're just only starting to, in this first season, to understand what is going on. And basically, what is happening. This is somewhere where basically, it's all these skyscrapers. They're all high up and stuff like that. And they're spanning these wood bridges, something out of like Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, that connect each one of these. And there is no way to the ground level unless you jump to your death. There's no way down to the first floor. And the main character, Yuri, she's 16 years old, and basically she's the main character, and she's attacked pretty much immediately as soon as she awakens. And what it is that there are these, how can I say, people with masks on, and they're basically looks like they're trying to kill them, but not really. They're trying to force them into the point where they will, the person will kill themselves, and if they don't, then they will kill the particular person, the victim, per se, as far as that. And there are various different masks. There's some that have the smiling. There's one that basically is mad, crying. They're all variations of masks on there. Now, there is one other mask that's out there, and basically it has no mouth on it, and it's not readily out there. Supposedly it is a special mask. Now, each of the masks have a sort of controls the person that's wearing the mask. They have no control of themselves unless the mask is damaged in some way. If it's removed, it wouldn't help at all. It seems like whatever this artificial intelligence is, it downloads it into your brain and literally controls you, and will order you to kill yourself if the mask is removed, or if you don't follow the orders of the mask. Now, there are those who have sort of control. It depends on the type of mask. Some of them sort of have themselves, but their minds are wiped, so they don't know who they really are. There are some others that the mask is damaged, as one particular character in the series, Sniper Mask, which I like him. I like Sniper Mask. Sniper Mask, basically his mask is damaged. He's trying to remember who he is and what's he doing there. And there is another character, which is Yuri's brother, Rika. And basically Rika is somehow, I guess he fought with him. There's some sort of relationship with Sniper Mask, whether it's good or bad. We're still not there yet as far as that. We think it might be something from their childhood, but it's still very confusing by the time we get to the season finale on this. Now, Yuri joins up with another one named Mayuko, and they sort of, and one other, I think it was Yuri was the other one. They sort of team up together. There are those who are teaming up to try to survive this nightmarish world that they're in. But also there are those there who are able to control some of the masks. And what we're finding out is the place where they're at, it's sort of to be, whatever the AI is or whoever is controlling this world is trying to find people who are closer to God. Now, what does that mean, really? I don't really know. But Yuri happens to be one of them. So there are many weapons in this universe. The railgun is one of the biggest on here. I mean, there are knives, axes, shotguns, sniper. And you may ask yourself, how do they get all this? Basically, I think there are those who wear masks that just go around leaving food, ammo, weapons throughout the entire span of the buildings. There's also a helicopter that comes in at least once every certain amount of hours. If you can get to it, supposedly you can get out of there. But I don't think that is. I think that is a trick in itself. But we haven't seen anyone escape yet, because there is someone aboard armed with a mask on. We've narrowed it down that there are one main bad guy in this, one main villain, sort of, and he is trying to find the user of the railgun so he can figure out how to use it. Because basically you can take, I think, what is it, 12 or 30 masked people you can control at one point, and that's the ones that are closer to God. And the way to get closer to God is you have to find the mask that has no mouth on it, which I mentioned before earlier. And then when you do that, you learn all different powers. It increases your strength. Everyone who wears a mask, their strength, their agility, and all that is all increased. Now, whether you're one that's closer to God or if you're just a mask wearer, you're a lot stronger than you were before. But the difference is with the ones that are closer to God, basically they have additional powers like controlling some of the masks ones and some other powers that basically have not fully been explained through this series yet. Now, there's a lot of confusion on there. The other half of this is that, you could say there's a lot of upskirting. There's some minor nudity.
FBI, open up!
Would you call it an ecchi? It is borderline ecchi. I mean, I've seen more out of High School DxD. I've seen more out of Sekirei is another one that's there's a lot more nudity and a lot of panty shots and stuff like that. This one tends to ride the rails as far as that. And, you know, there have been other animes that do ride the rails when it comes to upskirt and panty shots, nudity, and stuff like that. Now, as far as the violence portion of it, yeah, it is pretty bloody. To the point, you know, it gives you reminders, like I said, of Battle Royale on there. Is it as bad as some of the really graphic ones, you know, like a Hellsing or something like that? It rides about there, I would have to say. It doesn't go over the top like a Redo the Healer, but, you know, it has its aspects toward, you know, the violence on there. I mean, the interesting thing is each of the masks, they're all different types of styles. They're all dressed differently. Wrestlers, sports fanatics, different types of sniper. There's more than one type of sniper masks. There are, you know, they're just different brutes. I think one of the funniest one was the cook, which he was going around decapitating those and throwing them in the bag so he could make up a better soup. I think that's what he was trying to do, or make some sort of meal. I mean, they're all variations, and not to give too much away that I've given already away. The series itself is confusing. It is. I'll admit it is confusing, but also interesting as well. And I'm still asking, who is in control? Is this artificial intelligence on there, or is there someone behind this? Who has orchestrated and created this universe? Is it God himself trying to find another person similar to him to rule this universe? I mean, we don't know this. I mean, we left a lot of questions out at the on the last episode of High Rise Invasion. There's already supposedly greenlit for season 2, and supposedly there are rumors that that they may be greenlit for season 3 a lot quicker. But we have to be patient and wait to see how fast that they will come out with this. The company that does this is Zero. It's Zero G, which they haven't touted too many major animes on there, but you know, they've had some small IPs, but it's a place to start for someone like this. And that's the one thing about this. It is a Japanese IP. The manga itself, I've already just now finishing into the 4th chapter of the manga, and they do fall. There are some differences and similarities from both the anime and the manga itself. But then again, there's always that situation on there. As far as the upskirting and stuff like that, both are similar. The blood and stuff like that, similar. But like I said, I've heard a lot of people always tout back Battle Royale, which was, like I said before, great anime. The sequel wasn't so good. I would highly recommend that. Now, do I recommend you guys watching it? Yeah, you can. I mean, I've seen like IMDb gave it like a 6.9. That's about where I would give it as well. Some people have given it higher. Some people have given it lower. It's a lot of mix. But like I said, Japanese anime, it's hit and miss. You'll get people who will love it and people who will hate it. It's always been like that with Japanese anime. Now, it's either the animation, the story, the voice acting, the music. Sometimes it's the music. But what this gives you is, like I said, a lot of confusion. But I think that might be what they're trying to get out on this series, is that they're going to give you a lot of confusion, and then they'll throw the rest of the puzzle as the series goes on. So we'll wait for season 2 and see how it is. So if you made it to this part of the video, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscription, like, share this video, comment below, hit that notification bell. You'll know when new episodes of Man with a Show air here on Cuticast TV. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye now.
Oh, Yuri. She's not that good of an actress. But I have to say, I don't really mind watching her go into acting mode either.
I was at a dance when she caught my eye, standing all alone, looking sad and shy. We began to dance